Pastor Osagie Iyamu was born on 21st June 1962 into the family of late Chief Robert Osagie Iyamu, the Esoba of Great Benin Kingdom, and Mrs. Magdalene N. Iyamu ni Obasoha, a very successful businesswoman. In 1973, Osagie Iyamu completed his primary education at Ebenezer Nursery and Primary School, Benin City, remarkably obtaining one of the best results in the Common Entrance Examination of the then Midwestern region. For his secondary school education, he attended the prestigious Edo College, Benin City. Reminiscent of his stellar performance in the primary school Common Entrance Examination, in 1979, Osagie Iyamu completed his secondary school education with the best result amongst his students in the art class that sat for the West African Examinations Council Certificate, WAEC. Inspired by his high academic performance, Osagie Iyamu decided to study political science in the university. Upon sitting for and passing the university matriculation examination, he was admitted into the prestigious University of Benin in 1980. However, in a twist of fate, the following academic session, he changed his course of study to law, which was introduced into the institution that year. Thus, he became one of the pioneer students of the Faculty of Law, University of Benin. Osagie Iyamu graduated in 1986 with honors. He immediately proceeded to the Nigeria Law School, whereupon, being successful in the bar examination, was then called to the Nigerian bar in 1987. In 1988, Osagie Iyamu proceeded to participate in the mandatory National Youth Service in Akure, Ondo State. For his primary assignment, he worked in the law firm of Jide Aladejena. While he was in the National Youth Service, the electoral contest for the local government councils in Edo State under the zero-party arrangement came about. He made a strategic contribution to the emergence of Lucky Osagie Igbinedion as the chairman of Oedo Local Government Council. In recognition of his resourcefulness, the local government chairman appointed him his special assistant. Thus, he was special assistant to Oedo Local Government Chairman between 1988 and 1989. In 1990, he established a law firm with other associates as a principal partner. The law firm was Idahosa, Ahonarogo, and Iyamu, solicitor and advocates. The firm had offices in Benin City and Lagos. Osagie Iyamu also set his eyes on building a business with varied interest. This culminated in the establishment of the IO Ventures Limited in 1996, of which he has been chairman and CEO till date. He showcased his sagacity in management and entrepreneurial spirit when he set up the magnificent IO Farms Training Institute, a model farm settlement at Ubo Amagba communities in Benin City, Edo State. The institute has turned out hundreds of young agriculturists. The Training Institute has the triple objective of agricultural training, skills acquisition, and youth empowerment, which is a veritable mechanism for the reduction of unemployment, youth restiveness, and organized crime. In 1995, Osagie Iyamu had a life-threatening experience which altered the course of his life, as he was unimaginably led into the service of God under the Lordship of Jesus Christ. The incident was a ghastly car accident from which he was unconscious for 9 hours, and the hope of his coming out of it was uncertain. His hips were dislocated and his toes fractured. Miraculously, God healed him perfectly at the National Orthopedic Hospital in Igbobi, Lagos. Overwhelmed by the manifestation of divine favor and the words of encouragement from his wife, Osagie Iyamu decided to dedicate his life to serving God. Promptly, he joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, where he grew in knowledge and wisdom about God and church administration. To the amazement of his family, friends, and foes, Osagie Iyamu's spiritual life transformed beyond imagination. Within a short time, he qualified and was made a minister in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. In 1998, he became pastor of the Upper Room Parish of the church, located at Adesuwa Road, GRA, Benin City. He committed himself to the propagation of the gospel, as well as the infrastructural development of the church. With the encouragement and prayerful support of his wife, as well as the commitment of his fellow ministers, he raised the hitherto small parish branch to the biggest RCCG church in Edo State. Subsequently, he was appointed the area pastor of the GRA 1 area church, overseeing 3 parishes with headquarters at the Upper Room Parish. His transformation became an inspiration to thousands of youths in Edo State. Today, Pastor Osagie Iyamu is the assistant pastor in charge of province and Christian social responsibility of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Edo Province 2 in Benin City. Osagie Iyamu's great strides have not only been manifest in the faith, but also in his political life. In 1999, upon the return of democratic government to Nigeria, Osagie Iyamu was appointed as the chief of staff to the governor of Edo State, Dr. Lucky Nusaha Egbenidion. As the chief of staff from 1999 to 2003, he elevated the office to the enviable status of a melting pot of consultation, strategy, and confidence building. As someone led by the Holy Spirit, he became the man to trust and do business with, the rallying point of energies and ideas. He engineered a smooth and peaceful relationship that the state enjoyed with pensioners and labor leaders in Edo State. In appreciation of his sterling performance as chief of staff, Osagie Iyamu was elevated to the position of secretary to the state government, SSG. In this position of immense trust, critical nexus and strategic catalyst in the government, he proved to be reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and a positive generational ambassador committed to the well-being of Edo people. He has continued to contribute to the political development of the state, and at a time was given the award of Politician of the Decade in Edo State. Osagie Iyamu is a politician that does not discriminate. He's highly detribalized, open to positive ideas, a motivator of positive agenda for government, and a respecter of elders and social values, a nexus of hope for Christians in government, and a crusader of fairness and social justice. Osagie Iyamu's bold footprints in partisan politics and public office in Edo State has been phenomenal in scope, depth, and intensity. He's a calm and deep-thinking political architect whose courageous designs inspire the hope for good governance and democratic freedom. Today, Osagie Iyamu is widely respected, acknowledged, and referred to as the leader by both the elderly and the young. This is in recognition of his uncommon courage, wisdom, integrity, and commitment to the advancement of the common good. For his intellectual and tactical abilities, Pastor Osagie Iyamu has been entrusted with critical positions in party politics. He has been Vice Chairman, South-South, ACN, DG Governor Adams Oshomole Re-Election Campaign Organization, and member APC Constitution Drafting Committee. In all these assignments, he has discharged his responsibilities excellently. He is an honorary doctorate degree holder of the Benton Idahosa University, Benin City, and on July 1st, 2019, he was recognized for his contribution to the development of our democratic process and rule of law when he received the Lifetime Achievers Award by the Nigerian Bar Association Benin Lion Branch. Osagie Iyamu is happily married to Pastor Professor Idia Iyamu, a consultant orthodontist with the University of Benin Teaching Hospital and professor in the University of Benin. They are blessed with 4 children. And now with the APC primaries supervised by Governor Hope Uzodimma on 22nd June 2020, Pastor Osagie Iyamu winning 27,838 votes out of 34,348 votes tally.
I want to give all the glory to God that was made today possible. Therefore, we're very apprehensive whether these primaries will actually vote today. Maybe we hope will not be violent. That has been a prayer point by many of us. And I'm so elated that there was no incident of violence in one or two wards. God took control, and we were able to do the primaries without even violating the state government's COVID-19 regulation. So I want to thank God for making it possible. We thank the national leadership of the APC. And of course, we also want to thank the committee that came for the primaries, led by His Excellency Poku Zudima. They have done a great job. Most of their members have been in Benin in the past few days, and they put in a lot of effort to make it work. Let me also thank those who contested with me. My senior brother, Dr. Bayo Zudubu, a man I have tremendous respect for. I want to appreciate him. I want to thank him for his magnanimity, and I want to assure him that we will certainly work together. I also want to thank Honorable Osaro Obaze, a very vibrant young man, and a man who also aspired. He's a leader of note. I also want to appreciate him and to assure him that I would also continue to reach out to him.
He is just a step away from being the governor of Edo State if he clinches the September Edo 2020 elections.